everyone. I am the Play Gamer 3. This is part 4 of my walkthrough of Dracula the Last. Okay, let's see if I can crack this safe. That was a click. Another click. Another click. Last one. Okay. It should open now. A key and a file on someone.
Notes on the patient Hopkins. Height 1 meter 65, weight 55 kilograms, estimated age between 40 and 45. Date of internment 20th October 1904. The patient Hopkins seems to have been afflicted by a very rare carnivorous pathology, which takes the form of ingesting flies and other insects, and other forms of disturbed behavior. What is particularly interesting is that after a series of conversations with him, I became deeply convinced that the man's mind was controlled by Dracula. And then, though Hopkins seemed so cold and calculating that it was possible to believe that he was feigning his illness, he met Mina and was radically transformed. From then on, he has spoken hesitantly and seems far less sure of himself. He has become vulnerable. If Hopkins has doubts, that could be to our advantage. From today onwards, Mina must be present during my sessions with him.
So this guy Hopkins knows about Dracula. I should go talk to him. the dragon ring.
God be praised. I am now protected against the vampires.
A green bottle filled with something. A picture with a hole in it. Let's see what's in this notebook.
To the reader. On the eve of the new century, I found an ancient 15th century book of magic in a bookshop in the Portobello Road, which radically changed my life. It tells of vampires and satanic rites, but for once, it is not a work of fiction. The cover is decorated with a ring in old leather in the form of a dragon curled around a stone. I managed to translate the little that remains of the book, which tells of the building of a remarkable sanctuary by a monk named Thaddeus. Alas, now I am old and sick, and although I am firmly convinced that it exists, I shall never find this sanctuary. I have therefore made a summary in this notebook of the information contained in these pages, plucked from time. Finish my quest, if you can, and reveal to the world this incomparable archaeological treasure. The story, as recounted at the beginning of the book, which is intact, begins in a country which would appear to be present-day Transylvania. It tells of the rivalry between Vlad Tepes, also known as Dracula, and his half-brother, Radu, both princes and heirs to the kingdom. When their father, Dracula, died, the symbol of power, a ring in the form of a dragon with a precious stone in the center, was handed over to Radu, the younger brother, allegedly on the advice of a magician named Dorco. Wild with rage, Dracula pursued Radu and shut him up in his huge underground prison. He also banished Dorco, but the main thing he did was to separate the stone from the dragon ring, which then fell under Dracula's evil influence. According to the book, no one knew what became of the stone. The last sanctuary is the one Vlad Tepes, also known as Dracula, built when he took power after the death of his father. He entrusted the building of the edifice to the monk Thaddeus, nicknamed the Black Monk because of his satanic propensities. But shortly after the sanctuary was finished, the monk disappeared. The author of the book seems to have been an exiled disciple of Thaddeus. He recounts that the latter had designed 3 barriers in the form of initiation rooms, with the aim of eliminating all claimants unworthy of entering the last sanctuary. Unfortunately, the book has deteriorated too much to be able to read the passages concerning 2 out of the 3 rooms. However, it appears that the third room is by far the most mysterious and terrifying. The book refers on several occasions to strange keys, but no information is given as to their use. The devil's nails is the literal translation of the phrase in the book, but it would seem closer to the truth to render it Satan's claws. I have made a copy of the drawing in the book. It shows Jacob's dream as recounted in the book of Genesis. Jacob's ladder represents the link between God and men, but in the sanctuary it appears rather to be a link with Satan. The symbols surrounding it are Sanskrit numbers. The instructions in the text are clear. It is a trap designed to tear to pieces anyone who dares to go there. The Hellfire Room, which I prefer to call the Dragon Room, as it shows fire shooting out of the mouths of numerous dragons, here a highly sophisticated system is involved, which leaves little chance for the person manipulating it. In the book, I came across a formula which appears could be used to make projectiles against vampires. I have noted it as it might be useful. It looks like a recipe, and it could very well be one. A potion using crushed garlic should be prepared. Add a quantity of vampire's blood, maybe this means bat's blood, heat it to 30 degrees, and pour the solution into a bottle. According to Thaddeus's disciple, all you need to do is soak the projectiles in the mixture to make them into formidable anti-vampire weapons. Now, all this sounds a little like an old wives' tale, but it's best to leave nothing to chance.
That was a lot of information to take in. A tape cylinder. I should go hear what's on it.
My dear colleague, after your cable concerning the Dragon's Ring, I found a document which used to belong to a scientist friend of mine who died recently. It consists of a notebook whose contents have a curious relevance to the things you told me about in your letter. It contains information on vampires and initiation rites, secret sanctuaries, and the ring. I am sure that you will find it very interesting.
I already read the notebook he's talking about. Hello everyone. I am the Play Gamer 3. If you are enjoying this video, do me a favor and hit the like button. Leave a comment on this video below. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Not the right key. So this is Hopkins. Hey Hopkins, what's up? So you're not talking? Well, I have something for you. A big fat juicy fly.
Delicious. This fly is a real treat.
Hopkins, what happened to Mina and Dr. Seward? Tell me.
So you know my name. There's no need to introduce myself then. I've been dying to meet you.
Let's dispense with the formalities. I've got to know what happened here.
You're not in a position to demand anything. All you need to know is that the Master considered that the good Dr. Seward had become somewhat bothersome.
And Mina?
Madame Mina... The Master wants her. She is with him. Yes, she's with him.
I can't talk to him. I guess I have to do something else first. is Bill. He's been turned into a vampire. He's still awake. Now he's out cold. A key. I'll take that. It's some kind of distilling system. I can use this to make vampire bullets. A syringe. I'm going to need some of your blood. Okay. I need to heat it to 30 degrees. Now to mix it with the bullets. Now I should go talk to Hopkins. Another click. Last one. Okay. It should open now. A key and a file on someone.
Notes on the patient Hopkins. Height 1 meter 65, weight 55 kilograms, estimated age between 40 and 45. Date of internment 20th October 1904. The The patient, Hopkins, seems to have been afflicted by a very rare carnivorous pathology, which takes the form of ingesting flies and other insects, and other forms of disturbed behavior. What is particularly interesting is that after a series of conversations with him, I became deeply convinced that the man's mind was controlled by Dracula. And then, though Hopkins seemed so cold and calculating that it was possible to believe that he was feigning his illness, he met Mina and was radically...
That was a click. Another click.
transformed. From then on, he has spoken hesitantly and seems far less sure of himself. He has become vulnerable. If Hopkins has doubts, that could be to our advantage. From today onwards, Mina must be present during my sessions with him.
So this guy Hopkins knows about Dracula. I should go talk to him. The dragon ring.
God be praised. I am now protected against the vampires.
Hello everyone. I am the Play Gamer 3. This is part 4 of my walkthrough of Dracula the Last. Okay, let's see if I can crack this safe.